obviously a few little changes, but how's the week off been for the team? Has it been more of a, yeah, did you enjoy having the week off, or you said before the week you didn't want to have it off? So how's everything's been progressing?
I'm sure the players probably enjoyed it. They got a few extra days off, so it was a good chance to freshen up, and not that we really needed it 2 weeks into the competition, so not ideal in terms of building momentum through the year, but we used it as a positive, and our boys come in on Sunday to start the week's prep for the Stormers, and so far it's been really good. So yeah.
As a coach, how do you plan around that? What changes do you have to make?
Not too many.
Not too many.
Not a big deal really.
Stormers, they haven't had the flashes start of the season, sort of showing glimpses in their first 2 games, 3rd week in a row travelling. What are their key dangers that you're looking for?
Well, I think you've seen in patches of the games they have played so far, they can be very dangerous. They're a big physical, abrasive side, so they really rely on momentum, especially with their forward pack. And Delunde does a lot of carrying for those guys as well. And they've got some real threats in the broken field, so Lades and Sinatler and Roman Rule and those boys out in the wider channels are pretty dangerous. So look, we're well aware of the threats that are coming, but we've prepared well for that, and we're looking forward to that challenge.
Injuries, Ash Dixon back. What is the injury there, and how bad?
Yeah, not too bad. Just flared up during the week in a weight session, so we're expecting Ash to be ready to go next week. And
Buckman, it said it was originally maybe 3 weeks. How's he progressing?
Yeah, it's probably looking more like a 6-week return to play now for Bucky. So that neck flared up, and we just had some advice from the surgeons to take a bit more caution with our return to play program. So yeah, hopefully, I think about the middle of April, we're looking to have Bucky back out on the field.
And a couple of debutants as well for the Highlanders in this game, Aaron?
Yeah, we're really excited for both Shannon Frizzell and David Naibura being in the 23 for the first time. Those guys have worked really hard through the pre-season. It's probably a real credit to themselves, but also the coaching staff and the whole staff, really preparing them to be the best they can be, and really put their hand up. So it's one thing we know, if we want to go deep into the season, we're going to have to use our squad. It's part of our philosophy around getting people involved, and this week's a great opportunity to get two young guys on the board.
Yeah, Naibura in particular, what does he bring from your perspective?
Oh, he's a big man out wide. He's got great finishing ability. He's great in the air. So, and he's shown us all those things we wanted to see through the pre-season. Performed very well in the 10s, in the 3 games he played there, and also against the Waratahs in our first pre-season game. So, really deserves that opportunity to get out there and express his game on Friday night.
Interesting. I talked earlier in the week about the sort of yellow cards at training and things like that. So from your perspective, have you found that initiative? I see the point behind it. A guy's bought into it.
Yeah, no, it's something I've always done with my team, scenario training, so it's nothing new for us.
Yeah. But has it been, is it something that these guys have, taken on board?
Yeah, look, what we're trying to do out on the training field is replicate the scenarios we're going to be in the game, and sometimes those things happen, not through intention, but sometimes through accident, and we've got to be able to deal with those things out on the field. So that's how we prepare. We prepare to be 30 men on the field, or 14, with 3 minutes to go, 5 minutes to go, whatever it is. So we're constantly throwing scenarios at the guys and make sure we've got the right tools to deal with those moments.
It's so technical as well, isn't it? I mean, really, actually, sort of the thing is sort of thuggery. It's those technicalities like you saw in the earlier rounds of Super Rugby.
Yeah, well, obviously a lot of it's to do with player safety, and it's something that we put a big emphasis on, making sure our players are in a healthy state to get out there and play the game. And I think the referees, the decisions have been made so far have been to the letter of the law, and that's what they're there to do, and it's their job to keep everyone safe. So no issues from our end.
Frustrating though, the letter of the law interpretations, or how do you view it?
Nah, they're just doing their job, aren't they? We've all got a job to do.
So how do you view, obviously the Stormers got a couple of games under their belt now, you guys probably only just started out, and as you said, had that sort of disruptive bye. How do you think that's going to play into it? Do you think they're sort of gel together into their season, or?
Oh, not really. We try to train at the intensity we want to play it anyway, so we've still had some really quality trainings over the last 10 days, and I'm sure that'll hold us in good stead on Friday night.
That's good. And what sort of feeling was in the team looking to sort of build off that last performance, obviously, with the sort of consistent selections?
You're always looking to build on each performance, and we've obviously got off to a good start against the Blues, but there are some areas in that game that we want to fix up and be a little bit sharp with against the Stormers on Friday night. That's what we're about. We're about constant improvement, and we're working hard to make sure we are improving our performances each week.
Yeah, so what are those key areas then?
Oh, I thought it was just a little bit of exit, not so much the strategy, just a little bit of execution around a couple of bobble balls, and against a team like the Blues and the Stormers, with the threats they have, they can make you pay. So a couple of tidy ups post kick was probably the big emphasis after the Blues game.
Do you go looking for bonus points this early in the season? I know it's hard to look at that maybe this early, but because of the Kiwi Conference, how competitive it is that still a big emphasis when you're in the coaching box, you know, going for that final try and things like that?
Not at the start of the game, maybe towards the end of the game once you've scored your first 3 or 4 tries, but look, we can only control each moment as they come along, and if we're winning game 6-3 and it means we take the majority of the points away, then so be it. If we're winning by 3 more tries in the opposition, then it means we've had a pretty good day.
Brilliant. Thanks, mate.
Good luck, mate.